And it's all in this book, right here, everywhere. It's called The Blues Parade. Say the Blues Parade.
The Blues Parade.
The Blues Parade is about two kids just like you, but they had blues names. Their blues names were Pork Chop. Say Pork Chop.
Pork Chop.
And One Nose Willie.
One Nose Willie.
Anybody here got one nose? Raise your hand. Well, then you're ready to be bluesicians, I can tell right now. And Pork Chop and One Nose Willie went on an amazing adventure, which is in this book, in which they learned about the mighty tribes of Africa. Say the mighty tribes of Africa.
The mighty tribes of Africa.
Those were the tribes. Here's Africa. Africa is a land far away across the ocean, and there were all kinds of people. You can, yes.
It was in South America.
It kind of looks like South America, but it's in a different part of the world.
Oh yeah.
But every place here, there were different tribes, different communities, different villages, and they all spoke different languages, ate different foods, had different customs, maybe prayed to different gods. But they had a great life, and they had very full lives, and everything was going great until one day some folks came up on boats. Said, you're coming with us, we're taking you across the ocean, we're putting you to work, and we're going to take everything it's possible to take from you, because all we want you to do is work. And they did. They took their families, they took their way they dressed, they took their language from the mighty tribes of Africa, but guess what? They only, like they said, we're going to take everything we can from you. There are a lot of things that they could not take from the mighty tribes of Africa. Couldn't take their souls, couldn't take their spirits, couldn't take their imagination or their feel for just looking at things in a beautiful, magical way. And you know what else they couldn't take from the mighty tribes of Africa? They could not take something called whimsy. Say whimsy.
Whimsy.
Whimsy is when you look at something and it doesn't seem like it's going to be a good time. It doesn't. You got a question?
Africa, the African continent is
Yes.
bigger than the North American continent where we live.
What about the North American continent?
Africa's bigger than North America.
It is bigger than North America? It very well might be.
It is. It is
Yeah,
the biggest continent. You're
Okay,
right.
there
It
you
is the
go.
biggest
This
continent.
guy knows. He's a teacher. And he never fell asleep in his own class. Anyway,
They make us look bigger, but it is
So-
the biggest continent.
whimsy is when you look at something and it doesn't look like it's going to be something you want to smile about, but you find something in it to smile about. You find something in it, well, maybe it'll make me feel good. Maybe this is so awful, maybe I can make a joke about it. Just keep going. They're going to give me words to learn. Maybe I can take those words and tie them in knots, make them more fun. Tell the people that are forcing me to learn this language, I'll take this language, but I'm making it my own. And the mighty tribes of Africa, brought halfway around the earth, given different language, different names from theirs at birth, and the mighty tribes of Africa, they're getting forced to learn it, took each new word to heart. They'd list them, then they'd twist them, turning talking into art. Choo-cha boogie, diddy wah diddy, no rules, don'ts, or do's. That's the magic of bluebonics. That's the language of the blues. Say bluebonics.
Bluebonics.
Say choo-cha boogie.
Choo-choo boogie.
Say diddy wah diddy.
Diddy wah diddy.
Man, you guys are feeling like bluesicians to me. Say bluesicians.
Musicians.
What's a bluesician? A blue, yes.
I know that.
Tell me. Tell us all.
It's a musician that plays blues.
You got it. A bluesician is anybody who plays the blues, feels the blues, sings the blues, loves the blues, has blues in their shoes, or dreams of blues when they snooze. These are some great bluesicians, and you know what? This was a great bluesician too. His name was Chester Burnett. Say Chester Burnett.
Chester Burnett.
Chester Burnett grew up on a farm in Mississippi. He lived on this farm, and he'd go to sleep at night hearing the blues music in the air. These guys would be playing it and singing it, a bunch of bluesicians, and he would go to sleep hearing that, have beautiful, big, powerful, bluesy dreams. Wake up before the sun came up, make his way down to the barnyard and the farm. He'd go find that little red rooster. He'd shake that little red rooster. He'd say, Wake up, man. You gotta lay a cock-a-doodle-doo on us. The sun's coming up. And the rooster got up and he started cock-a-doodle-dooing. And they were waking up in the barnyard, and Chester Burnett goes up to these chickens in the barnyard, so full of this blues energy, and he said, "Wake up, chickens, it's gonna be a beautiful, bluesy day." And he'd pick up every chicken, and he'd give it a squeeze, and he'd give it a shake, and the chicken would cluck and squawk, and he'd do this with everything. He'd do this with every chicken in the barnyard. "Wake up, it's gonna be a big, beautiful, bluesy day." And he felt a hand on his shoulder. Felt a hand on his shoulder, and it was the farmer who owned the farm. And the farmer says, "Man, Chester Burnett, you got a lot of blues energy, man. I don't know how that name Chester Burnett can hold it all. But you can't be squeezing the chickens so hard, because they start clucking and squawking, and that clucking and squawking rises from the barnyard, gets caught in the wind, blows down the road into the woods. Who's going to hear all that clucking and squawking?
Whoa.
The wolves, and they start howling. What does that sound like when wolves start howling? Oh, let me hear you howl like a wolf. All right, okay. Now, something happens when Chester Burnett hears this, because he's got this name, Chester Burnett, and so much power and energy from the blues. It doesn't seem like it can hold it all. And as the sun rose over the barnyard, Chester Burnett feels this power rising in him. And now he knows the name he's got to use to tell the world he's got all that power. And that name is the Howling Wolf. Say the Howling Wolf.
The Howling Wolf.
Yes, indeed. And if he was in here right now, I'd give him one of these blues name stickers. Who wants a blues name sticker today? Well, it says right there, getting in the game. This is not the actual size. This is the actual size. Getting in the game, never be the same, passed me to fame, got my own blues name. His name was, from that moment on, the Howling Wolf. Say one more time, the Howling Wolf.
The Howling Wolf.
So you're going to get a blues name. I keep saying blues name, blues name. What's a blues name? A blues name is just like your own name. But you kind of stir it up with some magic and some sauce. And maybe you shake it up. Maybe you stir it. Maybe you squeeze it. Twist it around a little bit, throw it on the grill, maybe you put it in the smoker, let it marinate, percolate, and when it's ready, when that blues name is ready, you serve it up to the world as, "Look how cool I am." And that is what a blues name can do for you, and that's what blues names did for folks like Tail Dragger, Big Time Sarah, Dr. John, Chicken House Shorty. Say Chicken House Shorty.
Chicken House Shorty.
Do you think on the day this gentleman was born, his mama held him for the first time, looked at him and said, "Look at this beautiful baby. I'm calling him Chicken House Shorty"? No. She didn't even think of that, but he wanted a blues name because, as Chester Burnett, the Howling Wolf, told us, you can use the name you're born with, or you can use the name you are born to have. Sugar Pie DeSanto gave herself that blues name. Pine Top Perkins gave himself that blues name. The great bluesician Chuck Berry did not give himself a blues name. He kept the name Chuck Berry, but Chuck Berry had another idea for blues names. He had anybody here have a refrigerator at home?
Yeah.
Well, he had one, but he wanted people to know that his refrigerator was something special. People came over to his house, they were going to go into that refrigerator, get the creamiest ice cream, the coldest soda pop, the sweetest strawberries. He needed to give that refrigerator its own blues name, which he did. He called it the Coolerator. Say the Coolerator.
The Coolerator.
Now, would you rather have Charlie here getting you a smoothie out of a refrigerator or out of a coolerator?
Coolerator.
Oh man, I think you guys are musicians. Can you raise your hand and repeat after me? I have made the decision to be a bluesician.
I have made the decision to be a bluesician.
Well, welcome to the club, guys, and I want to tell you about a bluesician. Name of, whoa, we gotta go with this guy first. Here's something. Now, you might have a name that's kind of fun, Kind of cool. Your name was Jamal. That's a beautiful name. That's a powerful name. But suppose you feel in your heart what you want to do when you get older. Anybody know right now what they want to do when they grow up, when they're done going to school? What do you want to be?
I want to be a musician.
You want to be a musician? You're our kind of person, man. What do you want to be?
A singer.
A singer. I like this. Where's this going? Where do you want to be?
I want to be a zoologist.
A zoologist. Oh, you animal. Okay, what do you want to be?
I want to be a dentist.
A what?
Dentist.
A dentist. Are you just making that up, or is that the tooth? What do you want to be?
I want to be a baker.
Oh, a baker. Wow, we got a Mr. Jelly Roll Baker. What do you want to be?
I want to be a construction worker.
A construction worker. Get a helmet, buddy. Anyway, Jamal wanted to be. Yeah, what do you want to be?
A fashion designer.
A fashion designer. X, what do you want to be?
A gamer.
A gamer. All right. What do you want to be?
An engineer.
An engineer. There's a song about that. What do you want to be?
I want to be a pizza girl. So when my grandpa works pizza, he needs a break so I can just do it.
Wow, man, I'm impressed. Okay, we're gonna do one more here. Yes, what do you want to be?
An artist.
An artist. I'm excited to hear that. Okay, anybody else have to tell me what they're gonna be? Yes. Okay, real fast.
A race car driver.
A race car driver. You get a helmet too. What do you want to be?
I'm gonna be when I grow up. It's just a work of like
Oh, all right, man. What do you want to be?
A train driver.
A train driver, an engineer, a a conductor. What do you want to be? An artist. All right, guys. Yes. What do you want to be? An artist. We're gonna keep rolling now. Jamal wanted to be a preacher. He wanted to rock the walls of a church. Wave that Bible and get everybody all excited. So he decided he was going to call himself Jamaladooya. And that was his blues name. Now I'm going to tell you about this guy right here. McKinley Morganfield. Say McKinley Morganfield.
McKinley Morganfield.
McKinley Morganfield grew up in Rolling Fork, Mississippi a long time ago, and they were poor. They didn't have money to get him a toy. They didn't have money to get him anything to play with. You know what McKinley Morganfield played with?
Sticks.
He played with mud.
Ooh.
And it wasn't even new mud from right after the rain. The other kids got that. He got the mud when they were done with it. The hand-me-down mud, second-hand mud, the used mud. He didn't care. He felt that blues energy, that blues power, and he became the best playing in the mud kid Mississippi had ever seen. Folks drove from all over Mississippi to watch McKinley Morganfield play in the mud. If there had been a playing in the mud league, McKinley Morganfield would have been a playing in the mud all-star. And they say, I wasn't there, but they say that after the rain, he'd be walking down the dirt path by his house and a mud puddle would call out to him, "Hey McKinley, come on man, get over here, play with us, play with us." And his grandmother thought it was so funny, she called them Muddy Waters. McKinley Morganfield didn't have any money. They were so poor, his bedroom ceiling had a hole in it. He could look out when he's laying in bed at night listening to that blues music, looking at the stars in the sky. And he'd think, I'm going to be a great musician, I'm going to learn to play the guitar, and I'm going to sparkle as bright as all the stars in the Mississippi sky. And he did it. He came to Chicago, and he became the most powerful blues singer in Chicago. And yes,
Isn't there a park called McKinley Park?
there might be. Yes, I know where that is. Yes.
There's also a park named Morgan Park.
There's a Morgan Park as well. One more question.
It's not a question, but I play the violin.
You do? Wow. Well, you should have brought it today. Anyway, so McKinley Morganfield, he decides he's going to be a musician, and he thinks, is my name going to hold all my blues energy, my blues power? And he would say, McKinley Morganfield, I don't know. And then all of a sudden, he got so much energy, so much power, so much music in him. It was like his name started filling up like a balloon with a little too much air, and his name got bigger, trying to hold all that power, hold all that energy, and boom. The name blew up. And all the pieces of McKinley Morganfield flew up in the air. And when they landed on the ground, they spelled Muddy Waters. And he knew that was the name he was going to use. That was the bluesician name he chose. And he went on to become one of the great musicians in the history of anything, anywhere. And when you walk down the streets in downtown Chicago and you look up, you will see Muddy Waters shining as bright as any star in the sky. There he is, and you know what? That makes me feel good. You know why? Because I knew Muddy Waters. That's me. I'm on the right. So, I was young and good looking then. And I wrote 3 songs with Muddy Waters, and they were songs that twisted the language, made fun of the language, made people smile by twisting that language. We called one of them The Man Who Put the Unk in Funk. Say, the man who put the unk in funk.
The man who put the unk in funk.
Is unk a word? No, but it sounds like fun, so we made it a word, and that's what you can do, and that's how you get people paying attention to you, looking at you and thinking, what's coming out of her mouth next? I want to hear it. I love what I'm hearing, and it's going to make people smile, and it's going to get you some R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Yes, indeed. He had a friend, her name was Cora Anna Walton. Cora Anna Walton, she saw Muddy Waters working, and she thought, I'm going to be the queen of Chicago blues. And she started singing, and she knew she had it. She thought, I got to get a blues name for myself. And the name she chose was Coco Taylor. Say, Coco Taylor!
Coco Taylor!
Oh man, that sounds good. Thank you. Now, Coco Taylor, this name worked so well for her. People come up to her and say, I love that name, Coco Taylor. That tells us you're fun, you're cool, that we want to hear you sing. And she started thinking, wow, I didn't think it was going to be that cool, that fun. And if people respond that way just because I came up with a fun name, I'm writing a whole song about myself. And Coco Taylor wrote a song about herself called Voodoo Woman. Now, voodoo is kind of a funny thing, because it's a mixture of, like, some of the religions from Africa came over here, got some of the religions from here. Some of it's kind of crazy, but some of it makes sense, and it can be healing. Now, let's just try this. What's your name? Huh? Sophia. What if I say? Sophia. I don't like the way you're looking at me. When you go home tonight and you go to sleep, you wake up in the morning, there's going to be an octopus in your bed.
What?
And it's going to be a hip-hop octopus. It's going to say, I'm the octopus, I got 8 long legs, now go in the kitchen and fry me some eggs. Now could an octopus do that? Could voodoo really make that happen? No. But suppose you say, I got a tummy ache, and we're walking through the woods, could be someplace in Africa, could have been 200 years ago, and I can pick up a plant off the ground. And I can say, I am going to find the gentleman who mashes these plants up, and there he is, and he's got a big thing called a mortar, and he's got the stuff in the bowl, and he's grinding it up, and it's peppermint. Anybody ever have a tummy ache and your mom or dad gave you something kind of that tasted kind of minty? That's peppermint. It grows on the ground, and it can heal you. And the voodoo has that element, that's healing power. And this woman right here, Ms. Lynn Jordan, is, yes?
My mom makes peppermint tea on my stomach.
All right, well, you peppermint, it helps your tummy. Chamomile is a flower right here, and you can grind that up, and it can help you sleep, calm you down. Here is hawthorn berries, help your heart, and that's part of what voodoo does. It helps use the elements and nature to touch you in ways you didn't think you could be touched. Let's hear a song.